Is going on, people? Welcome back. Johnny here. We are playing some RimWorld BioTech. Trying to get some shit going here. We got our little hauler robots. This one's called the lifter. No, it is a lifter. And that one's a constructor. That's pretty slick. Can I force these guys to do things? It appears as if I cannot. So, we're going to get anything of importance brought over. I might have made this zone a little too big for the time being, despite all the new stuff in the game. That is not what I meant to do. Ignore that. Anyways, despite all the new stuff in the game, how do I shrink a zone? Jeez Louise, you think this shouldn't be so hard for a guy who has thousands of hours of RimWorld in. So my whole point there was to try to just get some kind of roof over that. And that's going to be too much. Little robot here is kicking butt on taking stuff apart and doing construction tasks for us. We're going to get some roof put up just to preserve that stuff. Can't move walls without a mod to make that happen. I'm going to, at least the shit that's going to deteriorate away. This we want to bring in as well. There we go. Now, hopefully those cats don't come down here and try and eat my little robot friends, because that would suck. So what do they do? Do they need fuel? Let's see. I have no idea where they pull energy from. I'm going to have to figure that out. Maybe they eat. Needs are pretty simple, so we're going to find out. So we're just gathering some resources. We're going to make sort of a living space here, and we'll close this off as a storage space and figure out where to go from there. It'd be really nice if I could move walls around, but I can't. I'm also going to do some deconstruction over here and anything that I can. These lights are functional, but I can claim them, but I can't move them, so they're kind of worthless. We do have these urns, which might add a little bit of beauty to a space, especially if we fix them up a bit, but it feels like a waste of effort at this point. So why is this disabled? Nothing. Oh, cool. If there's nothing to build, it actually grays the shit out now. That's very nice. I like that. So we're going to be busy for a while here. Maybe have we gathered any materials yet? Can we do some plant work? If we could chop a tree down, we could at least make a stool. There's not a lot of trees in this biome, needless to say. So you're going to construct. Let's do plant cutting as a higher priority and see if we can accomplish that. So these little dudes appear as if they're going to help us out in an awesome way. I think the goal is to get some level of security in place, followed by crews on research. And at some point, it's probably a good idea to get some food planted. Don't know exactly what to expect in terms of starving to death, but we only have 20 meals. Scratch that. This should be hauled with high priority, and these we can haul, just not super important. Ah, shit. So I didn't put in anywhere to sleep. Oh my gosh. Slept in the cold. Slept outside. Unsightly environment. Ate without a table. This is not going good so far, people. Maybe I need to bite off smaller chunks, huh? What do we have for this? So we have marble. Ooh, seems like a waste to use marble. Why don't we just use steel? Because we can always get things redone later. And we have a mountain of steel about. So if we just did something like that. I'm going to put the door on the south side because it feels like it makes more sense to run it that way. And for now, we should be able to acquire enough wood via our chopping efforts to build a door and a stool as well. So let's go double check that situation. Look at that. We have a school desk for the young children. Look at that. These robots never stop. Needs. I don't understand how to get them more energy. I hope they don't just croak when they run out of energy. That would be most disappointing. Thank you for retrieving that. All right, and then this we can expand completely through here. All right, we are acquiring more steel as well. Good, so we actually have the capacity here to make, probably don't need that one, to make some form of, I'm going to have to chop more wood as well. You like how I'm just all over the place in terms of talking, but regardless, to make some form of living space, that's my goal. So chop a few more trees as well. And right now we have 0 defense. One of our little robot buddies does have a weapon, I noticed. And we do have a little auto pistol. There we go. So we must be relatively decent at plant work. No, not great, but we're getting things done. I love the hauler robot. That's fantastic. And then can you fix this thing up for no reason other than have a nice space? Okay. Could do some hunting to get some hide. I'm going to slow it down a little bit while I think about it, but I don't really know that that's such... Look at this. There's a strip mine command. These might be coming from some mod. It doesn't tell you what adds that functionality. I did have a few little basic mods installed. So I guess we'll just struggle until we can make a wooden bed. And by struggle, I mean chop wood and then have somebody build it. We do already have the material. No, we don't. We need to chop more wood. Chop wood. I'm going to regret at some point having chopped all this wood. I'm sure of it. But once a toxic fallout happens, it won't matter because it'll all die. So then I'll be happy that I had... You can't force this little bro to do anything. He's just doing his own thing, which is fine. So 25 wood there. We're short on the wood for that. But... Alright, so far so good. We have a lot of stuff we can deconstruct yet. I'm going to put in massive deconstruction jobs. The goal, I think, up front here is to get somewhat of a nice living space going. I don't want to live in filth and squalor and in a cave like we're about to be. Let's get the wood brought in as well. Okay, so sheep joined and we have no animal capacities here. I think what we're going to end up having to do is slaughter the sheep. Make a fire. We can do that inside because we did get some slept in the cold penalties the night before. And then we can cook the sheep meat. And that will also give us some material. Oh, he's not going to do animal work. There you go. He's only 17 years old. That's the part that gets me. Like, what the hell does this guy know about anything? I should have got the haul plus mod. Like, the hauling is a real drag when they don't fill up their inventory capacity. Splat. Splat. Then we're going to have to set them up to cook as well. That feels like a bad play. Do we have a cooking robot available? Probably not. So we need to do a little bit of butchering as well. So let's just get that put in as well. I'm going to set it for 3 times. We could have bred them. We screwed ourselves in terms of animal skill, and it's pretty negative. -8 with animals, so we're never going to be in a good spot with that. We kind of have things spread out in a bad way here. Does it tell you how to acquire more energy? Let me read about this guy. So it does tell you we need a mech recharger. It also tells you how many waste packs it takes per recharge. I don't imagine that's something I can build right now. BioTech. Holy shitballs, I can. Look at that. So, power probably is going to be important here. Not a lot of great options. We can put things, wind turbines, out in this desert. I don't think that's going to be too bad of a play to start getting power and light on board straight away. And why don't we leverage as much of this as we can? We can already make batteries. That's fantastic. I would put them in here, I guess. And then we just need to run power around. Then we'll get lighting going. I'm so used to the medieval games, I don't go for power right away, which I think is a huge mistake. And furniture, we should be able to build some lights. I do have wall lights active. For the moment, we're going to use a standing light. What's that? They give you plain leather. Why are we not butchering the rest of these brosifs? Spoils in 2 days. What are you working on? You're going for a walk. What is this about? Okay, so he can oversee 6 of those little dudes. And when I was looking at this guy, it was telling me bandwidth cost. So there you go. So that tells you how many of the little guys. 1, intelligent human-like pawn can oversee. This guy's fantastic. What's his construction ability? I have no idea, but he's making batteries. Does it tell you what it requires to make that? No, but either way, it's pretty slick. Hopefully we have somebody capable of working on this stuff. Dude's just walking around. Alright, we do have a bed at least. So once we get some area that's halfway decent, we'll worry about the rest. The prettiness of it. And these better not be blocked by chunks at this point. They never were. We're going to cook through a fair amount of our resources right away. I think our steel supplies diminishing. I haven't seen him fail a construction task yet. He's probably just slower. The fact that I can draft him up is pretty slick though. And you're gonna butcher. I'm thinking we should probably keep the meat somewhere near where we want to do our cooking. I'm also not enthused about the idea of cooking. We'll probably be suffering from food poisoning for a while here. Could also probably get a heater going. Architect power. Why is this? There it goes. Okay, it's just slow on the uptake. Alright, we can cook now, so I guess we'll do that. Add bills, cooks. Oh, we can make baby food as well. I guess we'll do that twice. We're probably gonna lose most of that meat, but it kind of is what it is at this point. So we have power. Anybody set to be a miner? Let's like make our space. So this is 12. Good, that's the perfect width for the space. Let's just open this up a little bit. That's a new sound when you click on mining. Now we do have to be capable of defending this. You'll see our wealth is not up that much really. You guys are going to continue on deconstruction. I think I'm not going to do much more deconstruction. I'd say we have better priorities than that at this point. But if the robot needs shit to do, that's a fine thing to work on. Basic subcore. So let's go back to BioTech. We can do a gestator. Mechanators can use it to produce new mechanoids or to resurrect dead mechanoids. Well, that's pretty awesome. We are going to need a recharger at some point as well. Let's see how those little bros are doing. They're getting pretty weak on energy. Hopefully one recharger is going to be sufficient for both of them. I guess we're going to find out the hard way. This stuff's just going to probably net us a bunch of slag. So we're kind of wasting some time deconstructing things that don't necessarily need to deconstruct. We are gaining construction skill out of that, which is nice. Those lights were making, or those ancient lamps were making light, which is intriguing after God knows how many hundreds of years. Yeah, so this guy's, does it say like global work speed or something? It's got to say that somewhere, right? Carrying capacity, growth. They're awesome. Like they can deal with some pretty awesome temperature issues. They're pretty much immune to toxicity. Growth. Oh, it does actually grow and expand. Carrying capacity 52. Health records. Interesting. All right. Well, there you go. So we have some of the basics out of the way. Let's go check our needs here. Slept in the cold, awful bedroom, darkness. Now you're going to swap that to slept in the heat, no doubt. So I think a bedroom, we need to get the basic happiness things underway because at the moment we're doing well with very low expectations, but it's not going to go on forever. And how's that meat doing? 1 point, so not today, but the next morning we'll just get rid of it all. These I think we should forbid so they don't, looks like he is selecting the right meals. Looks like he's probably going to get sick at some point, but there you go. It's a little bit of deconstruction. Is anybody set to mine? Yeah, but they're not very good at it. And we don't have anybody set to grow plants. Yeah, that's going to be a problem as well. We need a... Let's just start on some of this. What's a band node, dude? A mechanoid band signal... I'll let you control more mechanoid. Here's a pollution pump. Groundwater filtering pump. Extracted pollution is formed into toxic waste packs, which must be hauled away. That's interesting. I think we'll do a recharger. sooner rather than later. If our little buddies take a shit, we're going to be in trouble. They are getting pretty low on energy after just a few days, so a lot of work early game. I'd also just like to get into, like, can we just start building these bros? We do have the basic subcores, so the answer, I believe, is yes, we can start building these dudes. God knows how much power a little charging station's going to take, but I'm thinking some security might be in order as well. If we just surround this general area with a wall, by the time we're done with this deconstruction, we should have acquired enough material to make that happen. I'm not going to jump in and start doing traps and stuff yet. It doesn't feel 100% worthwhile, but we'll see how the raids happen. I like the idea of building out of steel. I don't have the mod that makes steel not burnable active. I really don't want to be dealing with a whole bunch of freaking shit burning down. I think this guy has nothing to do. So what does it make sense? It's called a lifter. Does it tell you exactly what it makes? Weak melee attacks designed for hauling. Alright, so I'll leave haul plus, but I'm gonna kick this way down. Also the fact that there's not a tab for oh, well. Draft, auto repair, energy, control group. Oh, you can even restrict them to zones. That's pretty cool. Hopefully they don't go anywhere near those insects, because that could be a problem. Yeah, this guy does construct pretty slow, but okay, so we lost all of our meat. Oh well. Bound to happen. Alright, what can I do with this then? Power toggle, reconnect. There's no good way to like find these little bros and select them. I assume they'll go charge themselves, but maybe they'll just run out of juice and he'll have to put them on the charger. I'm not really sure how it's going to go yet, but we're going to find out. So, floors. Remove some floors. I want all these floors and these floors. Again, one little bit of deconstruction, and then we're going to move on to security as a next priority. I don't want to get overrun early. You know how fickle Randy can be. Needs. Alright, slept in. Jesus, they're already here. They're gonna prepare for a while. It's one dude. Okay. So pyromaniac, depressive. Why are these blue? Oh, they're added by a gene. Interesting. It's a delicate gene. Holy fucking intellectual skill on that dude. He's not great at melee, but we're not great at anything. This better be a regular range. Need defenses. You are telling me, friend. I could go piss off the insects, but that feels like it's not gonna go well for the long term. I think we should probably go greet this moron. Let's see. Sheep meat rotted away. That's just fine. Pow, pow, pow. What the fuck was that, dude? I have running gun on and he just shot at those insects. That's bad. Stop shooting. Those were not our foes, friend. Are they aggroed now? Does that change their overall behavior? Just keep running. Oh, that could be the end. We've pissed off. I mean, we could run and gun the fuckers dead, but we also kind of have another problem over here. I don't know if they'll just keep chasing. Let's go home. There was another one that went a different direction. Okay, it better not fucking destroy this or kill my little robot buddies. Alright, so run and gun may or may not be a good idea at this point. Did they both piss off or just one? Yeah, they both decided to go back to the nest. Alright, let's slow it down. We're going to take the back door on this guy. If you catch my drift. Oi, what's up, Ginger? Dun dun dun. Alright, this is not going to go well either. It's raining. We're not... Oh, man! Alright, where's it at? I guess we start heading over there. Alright, so he's shot. Is that going to do him in? No. Well, one thing at a time, I guess. We can't leave ourselves open to death. Where's he going? He's going right there. Okay, I thought he was... The running gun kind of breaks the game. I don't know why I added it except for just a little bit of extra excitement and fun. Ooh, nice kill. I don't want any smoke leaf joints. Steel club. We're just gonna leave that shit. Alright, so turn off run and gun. Kick up the speed. Let's go look at this dude that... Those guys assumed I was shooting at them. So can I get close to these brosips without them coming for me? Looks like I can to some degree. Alright. Oh, cool. He does look like us. Violent. Doesn't do violence. Well, that's dog shit. Doesn't cook. Female. Elderly. Is of a relation with our pawn. Health. This is a terrible pawn. Body purist. For shit's sake. Well, get ready for some negative mood shit here, because here we go. I don't think we're going to bother with this person. They're not all bad. Sanguine's good. Delicate. Ooh, ouch. That sucks. Kind is fine. Beautiful is fine. I know. So it's a 55-year-old female, which isn't going to work for our dude. He is a 17-year-old male. And again, they were of a relation. That's your sister? I guess that's possible in the day and age of crypto sleep, but maybe we can bring her back to life and then or heal her up and let her loose. I don't really want that person. No. What are you going to do? Relax socially. How about you rescue? And then this is going to fuck him up because he's no longer going to be alone. There's no reason for this. If it wasn't a relation, we would just pretend we didn't know that person was over there. But in the interest of trying to be decent post-human beings, well, oh, look at this. It only uses 200 power. Oh, God, it creates waste. Well, that's interesting. I don't want that person to join. Hopefully they realize that we have a sucky colony and don't. I have to figure out what this waste situation is, though. And we still benefit from a loan because we haven't recruited that person. We're going to get waste packets. I don't know if they're just garbage or if they perform some use. Hopefully when it generates one, it'll tell me. You can't do shit. Why is that red? I don't know. This one's green. Maybe it's just the skill level, but our dude doesn't have that. No idea. We'll figure it out. Forgot to make rec. We do have the fire. I'm going to make some rec. But otherwise, that's going to be it for today. Please leave a like if you're enjoying. Leave a comment. I read them all. I respond. I appreciate you guys being with me today. We are out of meals, friends. That's why we made a bunch of rice. Cheers to all the patrons who support me for my modding efforts. This is just a fun jaunt into something else. So it appears as if the construction robots... What is auto repair? Automatically repair it, requiring a mechanoid. Oh, repairing it drains its energy. Whatever. We have a lot to learn, but so far, it's fun. Again, thanks for being here. I love you all, and I'll see you next time.